You want to go for a trend, you want to go for unique.
Hi, my name is Minnis, and this is a World of Fashion podcast. Today we sit down with Tina Huang, a University of Miami Herbert Business School graduate. She has a master's in sustainable business and a passion for sustainable fashion. I wanted to highlight that this year alone, you guys have already diverted 2,238 pounds of clothing. Can you just walk us through the process of recycling, refurbishing, and distributing clothing? How do you guys go about that?
Yeah, of course. Thank you for noticing how much of the clothing we have diverted from the landfill. We're really proud of this milestone. At Recircle Society, we have like 3 core process, which is reuse, repurpose, and revalue. Reuse, we host our clothing swap in our communities and to teach people how to reuse by understanding, like, to swap their pre-loved items. So people can come to our events and to bring their clothes as in a good condition and clean, and to bring it to the events and swap with others. And we will already have like some clothes select from the swappers hanging on the in our events, and people can just come to shop and for free. And it's not just only like cost saving, as well as like stylish as well. Find something that you love and something that it's meaningful. And the second thing is repurpose. We partnership or collaborating with upcycle designers and to giving them a textile waste and or even garments that have like a little holes on it, and to rework them and to recreate them into new pieces and create a new stories. And the third thing is revalue. So we have education programs. So each events that we do, we have a little intros or introductions, and then also giving like communities to understand like why we are doing this, and then giving them an education on how to be more sustainable. And there's 3 things about revalue it. It's in the education as to repair, restyling, and donating pieces.
I was gonna say I need to come by one of the clothing swaps because I have like an issue with overconsumption sometimes, and I have like a lot of things that I've still been holding on to from middle school that I don't think are necessarily in style anymore, but I don't want to just like throw them away or give them away. They're still good to wear. So that's perfect that you're allowing people in the community to stop by and refurbish their clothes, or have expert designers like help out. Hope you come up with ideas for styling old pieces and making them brand new. I think that's really nice. So some people are concerned about whether the clothes that are recycled are clean or not. That's something that I've heard a lot. I've even heard it from my own parents. My dad was somebody that was kind of hesitant on thrifting because he was like worried about the conditions of like the stores, or like, oh, this is, somebody else's jacket. Like, why would I want to wear somebody else's jacket? What would you say to people who are hesitant or have thoughts like that to convince them otherwise?
Through our events, we actually like have a quality checking process. So when people bring their items, like we not just only like putting in the swap communities, we make sure everything is in a good condition. Even like if we're donating to like the communities who we need, we make sure the items is good condition so they can be reused.
I mean, I was already convinced, but if I wasn't, you would have gotten me there. I also think about, like, at least I've heard things about some clothes online from brands like Shein and Temu having like dangerous chemicals in them. So a lot of people will argue against thrift stores, but then they'll go shop from places like that, and then they don't even know that that's more dangerous than the alternative. So I think it's really good that you highlighted the importance of doing that.
Yeah, and then that's a big fact of it, right? It's like when you go to the thrift store, like you're thinking about how dirty it is or something, or you have that stereotype of like thinking of all the clothes is dirty it's not clean. But then when you actually like purchase a fast fashion, you don't know if the background of that clothes is. Like you don't know if that clothes is actually past the quality testing of, if there's a chemical leaking. And polyester is something of big issues, and then there's releasing of the microplastic in the oceans. It can go into your body as well. And those sort of things people don't think about, but it's something that they should.
Yeah.
And even if you think about like not just the quality control part, like you think about like those fast fashion, the pure items that you buy, the new items, that is one labor that got paid of like very minimal amount.
Exactly.
And how do you know if the company is actually paying fairly to the laborers that work for your clothes? You don't know, right? But when you think about like if you go to the thrift store, you actually helping those people actually not to repurchasing like something that is not in the market already.
For those of you who aren't familiar, Lotus House is a nonprofit organization here in Miami. They help out women and children, especially women who are victims of domestic violence. So they've done a lot of great work as well. And they have a boutique where Recircle Society does their clothing swaps every month. So it's a really cool event. Can you explain how the events work?
Part of the reason we're hosting the Lotus House is because we wanted to give people to understand that like you come to our events not just helping us to build the mission, but as well as the social missions that Lotus House actually building. It's for women and children, even our communities, people who we need. And I think that's something that that a lot of communities can come, like a lot of people can come join to participate, not just one swap. Like, you come to one swap with us, not just getting a free clothes, but you also get opportunity to browsing a lot of clothes in a Lotus House thrift store.
Yeah. And
those things, it's a good items. They have a good price too. And each item you purchase from the Lotus House, they actually use it for contributing into their mission. And that's something that we found it very valuable, that to have this collaboration with them. And then for individuals who wanted to be part with it, they can either join the Lotus House internship program or even the volunteering programs they have every day in the thrift store, or they can come join us in our swap events. So each swap event we host like monthly. We invite our volunteers to to help out both Lotus House and Recircle Society, not just environmental but also social as well. Social contributions. So yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, we will be back for part 2 of the World of Fashion podcast. Thank you for listening.
So we have this program called Good Giving Boutique, and where people bring their clothes to donate it to us, provide it to us. There are pre-loved items in a good conditions, and we host a boutique styles in the shelters, and then with the hangers, with the racks and everything, place it really nicely like a boutique, and then have them shop like a boutique.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, we actually partner with another organization called YoungDream.co, another nonprofits program that helping like families and children's in the communities to support the children to have the dream of become more successful, or like get a proper education, get the things they need, because some of the low-income families doesn't have that privilege to provide for the kids.
No, you guys have accomplished so much, and you have so much to look forward to. What inspired you to choose fashion as your outlet to contribute to a circular environment?
I always have a passion about fashion. And
Passion.
it's like, I love styling. I love making clothes. When I was young, I actually want to be a designer. And I think that turned to something that like I wanted to be more than just fashion designer. I wanted to be more than just helping, just make people feel more confidence, but also helping people to start thinking about environmental aspect of how can you be fashion and sustainable. So like that helped me understand like how fashion and sustainability could work in both like in our communities and as a corporate. And that's why I choosing this path, and then like founded the Recircle Societies to be more contributing into our communities.
That's so cool.
Fast fashion is something that is trendy, is stylish, but often people then don't think about how it's the repercussion of that fast fashion. Fast fashion like Shein's or Temu, that they actually have like over 100,000 pieces produced either monthly or quarterly or yearly. It's even more than that. When you think about this overproduction, they no longer have value. Honestly, like when you go like find something that what you like you find in a thrift store, that you find something for yourself, not for the trend. Like I think we have like this briefly like conversation earlier. Like trend is good. It's make you feel like, oh, I'm trendy in the society.
I'm a part
trendy.
of a community.
I follow with celebrities trend and things like that. But when you think about yourself, like what is really suitable for you and what can last longer for you, like the things that you can wear for yourself, not for the trend.
No, and that's great because recently I found a place, I think in the design district. I think they were called Design Lab 22, and they kind of had a similar mission of like recycling, refurbishing. They would tell people, bring your clothes in, we could customize them, we could add pins, or you could even bring in like a bath towel and we could like turn it into a 2-piece set. So I thought it was super cool, and I went back there and it was gone. And I'm like, oh my God, like it just, it's upsetting that they're like limited options. So I'm glad that you guys are here for the community and you plan to keep going. I know it's hard, but I really wish you the best.
Yeah.
Like, and I look forward to like working with you guys, volunteering, just like following your journey, coming to the clothing swaps, because it's really important for more people to participate in stuff like that and know about the effects of having a circular environment or a circular economy.
Yeah.
So I think it's really cool.
A lot of people think about like it's brand responsibility to do it, but it's not only brand. Brand is selling their items to the societies.
Yeah.
If the consumer is not taking action or even thinking about the futures, then the brand is not gonna do so.
It is difficult to like achieve that in any industry. There's like investment costs that you have to put in. There's like a lot of like risky factors there, and like you said, consumers have a hard time shifting from what they already know. So especially in the fashion industry with clothes, because it's so convenient working with the linear model. But how do you believe others can help bring the fashion industry closer to being a circular industry? Like what other ways besides like recycling do you think could help, if you have any?
A lot of people often think about other people are doing it, why I need to do it. Just like simple thing, recycling, right? Can this plastic bottle be recycled? Can this paper be recycled? or can be recycled. And then people be like, oh, like my area doesn't have a recycle bin, so I'm not gonna recycle. Why? But or maybe recycle bin is further away, and then you see like, oh, I don't want to do it. My neighbor is not doing it. Should I do it? So it's like a ripple effect, like people thinking about like, oh, I'm not doing it, you're not doing it. Okay, so might as well not doing it, even though I value sustainability or environment or my future, right? So it's something that you need to transition, have things shift. Having that shift is the key. Going back is educations. And having collective efforts and collaborating with others organization can make that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. It's like, it's a cycle. I think a lot of people nowadays are very pessimistic.
Yeah.
And they're like,
pessimistic is the word. Like,
yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Like, oh, like you said, if others aren't doing it, why should I do it? Why should I make sacrifices or do things that are like inconvenient for me? If other people are living comfortably and they're doing what they want. So it's great that you brought that up. Like, don't just fall into the trap of doing nothing because someone next to you isn't doing anything. Rise above, do what's best for the environment, do what's best for the world. And
for yourself as well. Like,
exactly.
Nobody is going to change the world. Like, nobody individual can change the world. One person.
There's so
Even
many
though
people.
you think about the efforts of like you put in, you think it's not going to change anything, but then in the futures, like that little by little efforts can change something, even in just minimal amount. But then your behavior can help influence other to change.
But thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being here and providing us with your expertise. And do you have anything that you want to say, or like do you want to share the social media page?
I would like to share with you guys our Instagram and follow us at Recircle_Society. And you can also search us on website, and you can find us our updated events or upcoming events, and you can join us the volunteer program. And we also want to share that next year we probably will have a good news that we wanted to launch our ambassador program with our students, and as well as internship program. So stay tuned. We will also post it on our Instagram as well.
Everyone loves to be fashionable. However, not many people know the effects that fast fashion has on the environment. Be conscious of how you handle clothing you no longer wear. Also, reach out if you're interested in volunteering. My name is Minnis, and this is the World of Fashion podcast.